So, I wrote a post today that started with the line, "I'm an entitled, arrogant freeloader." And it pissed a lot of people off, or some people. I don't know how many people. A couple that were vocal about it. Got unfriended. And the energy in me was just playful. It was playful feistiness, which is so fucking fun. And it feels like truth. It feels like love. It feels like joy. And so I trust it. I go with it. And in some ways, some perspectives could potentially see it differently. I think some people didn't get the sarcasm and humor that was coming through, but there was also some part of me trying to own something and like claim something. I don't know. The thing is, most of my posts and my videos, they just pop up in the moment and I go with them. I had no idea the moment before I pulled out my phone and started writing that was going to happen, that was going to be a topic that I explored, that was going to be a post that came out of me. And it kind of feels like the Joker from Batman. It feels like that energy of like nothing to lose, agent of chaos, totally living in the moment. There's a line in the Christopher Nolan one, the Heath Ledger performance, where he's like, "I'm like a dog chasing a car. I don't know what I would do if I actually caught the thing. I just do it." He just does things. And that new Joker movie kind of showed a version of that character that had a lot of trauma and a lot of pain and anger. So that's expressing through the Joker. I feel like I'm embodying that a little bit right now. Like I'm in this kind of like fired up space. Feels good. I was just dancing. And I was in a group making videos one time, and there was a prompt. What, like, who's someone in life, dead or alive, that you would like to be more like, that you want to emulate, that you see as like, that's who I want to be in the world. That's what I want to embody. I couldn't think of anyone. And my answer in that video quiz was, I'd want to be a combination of Jesus and the Joker. And I was always resistant to anything about Jesus growing up because religion turned me off. And then I started coming across some books and perspectives that weren't coming from a religious place, that were speaking of Jesus, of his life, Yeshua, whatever. And Christ consciousness, basically, which I started to feel into the beauty of that and basically just see it as unconditional love. So it's kind of like, what would an unconditionally loving Joker be? And there's something in me that feels like that's what I'm embodying or becoming or desiring. That it's all coming from a heart space, but it might not look like love in the way that people might be used to. Conditioned ways of thinking about love. Narrow versions of what that means. Because we know that love is much more complex than that. It's just a word. But actions from the heart can sometimes look harsh, can sometimes be fierce boundaries, can sometimes be fierce expression. And that's what felt like came through today and has come through other times. And I don't know if I feel any more alive than I do in those moments. I don't know about that. That feels comparative. There's lots of tender moments. There's lots of softer moments that I feel my heart opening so fully. So this is just a different kind. It's fun. And I don't think I'm going to stop. And if people don't resonate and leave my world and say whatever they say on their way out, that's something I'm feeling more at peace with. And kind of embracing as an opportunity to, it's like a filtration process in some ways. I let myself go, and then other people that live from that space are drawn closer because they get it, because they've experienced it. And people that don't might be like, what the fuck's up with this guy? I'm out of here. So yeah, Jesus and the Joker. I like chaos. I like harmony. I like where they meet. And chaos is part of harmony. Harmony is part of chaos. Two sides of the same coin. A coin with no sides. I guess that's what wanted to be said. Thanks for joining me.